Y'all, it's Sunday Fun Day, so let's take a look back at some of the most fun and strange UFOs, including the resurfacing of several jellyfish UFO, which I love because if there's anything on this planet that's alien, it's the sea creatures. They're freaking weird. We're also going to check a group of UFOs, with one including what's called the Eye of God UFOs, but they seem to be these strange shapes and patterns, and even a series of motherships UFOs, including one that's like a giant triangle. It almost looks like a metallic slice of pizza. These are some of the best and weirdest UFOs. So watch till the end so you can let me know in the comments below which is your favorite. Enjoy. Roz Alert has reported this UFO sighting that's been seen by thousands. Texan authorities say it might be a meteor, but even they're not sure what it is. What do you think? Kind of wild. Personally, I don't think it looks like a meteor to me. I'm seeing more of like maybe SpaceX debris, maybe. However, Elon Musk has not said anything about this sighting, and he's usually the first to claim his products when they're falling out of the sky. What's stranger still is that this other UFO was seen in Iran just hours after the Texas anomaly. Take a look.
تو آسمون چرا؟ اوه موشک پوشک این فکر کنم. آخ زدن با چی میره؟ ستاره دنباله داره یا موشک؟
Some have begun to theorize that these objects are actually landing in remote places. Now, I'm not going to lie, this is something I was a little skeptical of. I'm like, come on, guys, really, that they're landing in remote places? That is, until Netflix released their docuseries Investigating Aliens, where they actually captured this UFO dropping down and becoming a USO by submerging into the water. This clip is absolutely phenomenal. Sound off in the comments what you think about this. Just look how it glows in the water, as if it's unaffected by submerging itself. It makes absolutely no sense. Like, what could they be doing? And it's not just in the water. Like I said, these UFO orbs are being seen everywhere. Just look at this clip by UFO 5537, where the witness actually sees 3 orbs in a delta formation and, well, simply starts freaking out. I feel like there are more orbs now than ever before. Take a look.
Puta madre, mira, estoy afuera de la casa de mi primo y está pasando esta cosa. Es una nave. No me jodas, carajo, mira. Qué puta madre es eso. Pasó despacingo. Y mira. Se están apagando las luces. Boludo.
That man was not having it. And the fact that he actually caught the lights disappearing at the end is incredible. And no, because you may be thinking this, No, these orbs did not just appear at night. Just take a look at this clip by a group of tourists that were traversing the desert until they saw these orbs of light dancing above the sand, much to all of their surprise. And guys, these orbs of light start disappearing once they notice that the humans are there. And yes, they caught all of this on camera. I mean, honestly, just take a look.
You need to get them moving. To get them up and get them moving. This is not that helpful. It's cold? Yeah, it's time you've got to move.
And they
Then you've got to move your body.
No, it just disappeared.
We're here with you.
They're disappearing.
They're here. They're here.
They heard us up on the mountain.
Yeah, get you moving.
They did.
All right, come on. Okay, baby. Yeah, let's get you moving. You feel like you fall down.
Then they disappeared.
Get the wall. Okay, well, let's get them moving.
What's... Wow. That is like wild.
The thing I love most about those previous two clips is the actual audience. Like, you're actually hearing the witnesses react to it, especially in the desert, when you can hear the other people noticing these orbs as well. It just seems so genuine. They seem so curious, and it really makes me believe that they were flabbergasted themselves. But wait, there's more, because of course these orbs have also been seen in Brazil. Y'all, take a look at this.
Segura aqui, Valdo, segura aqui. Deixa eu passar a manteiga. Vai filmando tudinho aí. Eu vou estar grande tem milagre. Filho, tá grande. Você viu, Valdo? Tá grande tem milagre. Filma. Beijo, já. Olha. Será que é isso aqui?
Olha, é um bicho, mano.
Olha, tua direita tá grandão. Será que tá feliz?
É 3, ó.
Não consegue abrir o chuveiro?
Olha, mãe, é 4, ó. Que diacho, hein?
Nanu, filma, tá chegando. Nanu! Nanu, tu abriu o chuveiro, Nanu? Tu abriu o chuveiro, Nanu? Nanu, vem para o pintor, mãe. Tu abriu o chuveiro.
Olha, mãe, olha. Que diacho.
Nanu, vem para o
Now, if you're like me, you may see some of these clips and think, damn, these things love to travel in threes. But we would be wrong, as you're going to see in this next clip by Evoker Lord 4 on Twitter, who actually caught these 3 orbs in Delta formation in broad daylight, and it confused the hell out of him and his family. But just keep watching the clip and you'll see that by the end, he notices that there's actually more orbs following along, and you'll see 2 orbs in the upper right corner coming into frame. What's crazier still is that the witness said there were actually 10 more orbs that the family didn't see till a little bit later on, and he had already finished reporting. This, I mean, what the hell's going on? Sound off in the comments with your thoughts. Take a look.
What are those, Daddy? Daddy, what are those?
Why'd you jump off the roof? It was only a trip.
Ouch. No! Climbing up now!
Oh, look, there's more right here.
Is what?
No climbing!
Where?
Mommy's climbing up now!
Nothing, get down.
Aren't those the same one?
Like this incredible clip from Think Tank in Huntington Park, California. This took place September 28th of 2024. And this may just be one of the clearest, closest shot we have of what these orbs actually look like. Check it out. Now, to me, that orb looked a little bit metallic. But as you've seen in the other clips, sometimes these orbs are seemingly made of pure light. Like this next clip, where the witness claims that they looked up and saw an orb of light and kind of didn't think anything of it until the orb of light started flattening out and actually became a disc. And they were like, oh my God, and started recording. But by the time they started recording, the orb was a full-blown saucer. Just watch. Now, we've seen these orbs metallic. We've seen them of pure light. We've even seen them shapeshift into saucers. However, sometimes these orb UFOs are actually jellyfish. Now, we've seen plenty of jellyfish UFO clips, but this newly uncovered video from 2012 in Dos Palos, California, really showcases how even these jellyfish UFOs are actually orbs. They're just orbs with dangly parts. Hi-yo! Check it out.
I think we're looking at a UFO. Kind of crazy looking one. Okay. If I could get a better. Okay. Trying to stabilize it. Let me show you where I'm at.
Now, I wasn't joking when I said that these orbs are everywhere. And honestly, it's starting to seem like whatever these things are, they want to be seen. Could this be a sign that disclosure is near? The glowing blue cloud that followed the viewer home on November 6, 2023. That was in Kansas City. And it actually reminded me of this one. This blue UFO was caught in New Mexico only 2 days later. This occurred on November 8th, 2023. Now, I love this event because, again, we have an event where the viewer isn't scared to stick around and is trying his best to focus on the anomaly.
There it goes.
Absolutely wild. And at first, I was thinking maybe it was something on the camera, but if you notice, the object started to move up first, which prompted him to move the camera up. The object wasn't moving in sync with the camera. Look, how it's just hovering around in the sky.
I have the phone on top of my car, trying to keep it as steady as possible. I'll zoom out.
Many have said that it actually looks like a blue plasma UFO, with some pointing out that they're not quite sure if this is a UFO ship or a light being or quite possibly even a portal. Like maybe this is a Stargate or a jump gate, like a small one that UFOs could come to. It's like, what is it that we're looking at? And it is moving around in the sky.
You see it dropping? Let's see. Zoom out.
Yeah, and this is one of the most phenomenal ones. And what I find strange is that, again, the one that we first saw that started the video was in Kansas City. That was on November 6th. This is right over in New Mexico 2 days later. Are these blue plasma UFO or blue plasma being coming out now more? That maybe we're getting closer to disclosure and more governments are taking UFOs and UAP seriously? Like, what's going on? This next one, it was also shot in New Mexico. This one happened in mid-October. The man was traveling late at night and noticed these lights in the sky. And I love it. He had to it's dangerous. I know, but he had to pull out his phone because he didn't know what the hell he was seeing. This is something I would do. If I had a passenger with me, obviously I'd be like, no, you're pulling out the phone. Like, open the window. We're recording whatever this is. And it's strange because it's a string of light that's almost uneven, which kind of tells me it's not one craft. I feel like it's 4 individual crafts. Look how one just turned out. Look, gone. Now we're getting into one of the most anomalous events. These are geometric UFOs. This one in particular was captured in Poland, November 3rd of 2023. Look at this thing. It looks as if it's spazzing and changing shapes and changing form. Almost like it's a multi-dimensional object that's out of place. Like, I'm thinking a 4D object that isn't really able to be seen in our dimension, so this is our perception of it. Like, look at these stills. This whole UFO incident actually reminds me of the MUFON case. I think it was like 11.8.220 or something. This is it right here, where it's giving geometric shapes and geometric patterns. And I mean, they look very, very similar. I do believe this is a multi-dimensional craft of some sort or multi-dimensional object. Actually, both of these remind me of Redditor Cronarn's tesseract UFO example that he made, showing one of these geometric UFOs captured before, as you can see in the bottom right, and he compared it to how a 4-dimensional cube, aka a tesseract, would appear to be rotating for people like us. I mean, we can't really visualize this double cube within a cube, but look at this, guys. It genuinely looks like what's happening in the sky right now. Like, having them side by side, you can't tell me that this isn't a tesseract. I also really enjoyed this Redditor's work because he really put a lot into getting the contrast right and, adding the right filters, putting the tesseract next to it, stopping it, like giving it the right speed. It really convinced me that this could be a 4-dimensional object. And look, those brighter points, to me, those brighter points might be the sections that truly and definitely intersect into our 3-dimensional space, where the gray in the middle is kind of like the fluctuating that's barely really touching us. I mean, I don't know. I'm blown away by these. I love the geometric ones, but I wasn't expecting that most recent one from Poland. I don't know. It looks just like this, and this looks just like a tesseract. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm really blown away by this. I'm really freaked out. Look, he gave it a little bit more contrast and sharpened it so you can get a good look. And what's crazy is that geometric UFOs aren't new. We've seen patterns and shapes that we can't explain. Talk about what is it that they say, the cube within the sphere, which is something that we've been seeing floating around lately. What if that's another 4-dimensional object or 4-dimensional craft that we just can't perceive? This one also, I mean, it is a geometric shape in the fact that it's a diamond. This one I got from UFO News. It's actually a YouTube channel that I found that they have pretty good sightings. They have a few that I know are already debunked, but I mean, I do too. Like, it happens, right? We're looking for the information. But this is one that I found on their channel, and I think it's fantastic. It almost looks like the all-seeing eye to me, like diamond-shaped UFO, what looks like a strange markings. To me, it looks like the all-seeing eye, like the one that we see on the dollar bill even, and it's within a diamond structure, which of course cut in half is a pyramid. Look, even they said an eye maybe. I was blown away by this one. I'm fascinated by it. This one and the geometric ones, I'm obsessed with. I've been looking at them since I found them to post them on here. This next incident happened recently in Cuba. Some have dismissed it as a kite because some of the pictures are out and it looks, you just see the shape. But watching the video and seeing this light energy swirl, right, and then kind of like the craft reveal itself, bruh, that's not a kite. I don't know what the hell that is. That is not a kite. I don't think that's our technology. It doesn't look like... I mean, we don't have anything that, you know, creates this energy force field and then wham, a craft appears. If we did, we wouldn't... Well, we'd be flying around more and taking over more stuff, I'll tell you that, because we're a mess. This is coming from an awesome channel I found going down a UFO rabbit hole, AFO.
The screen, there it goes, and then the camera will slew to follow it.
Yes, the Middle Eastern sphere, I remember this.
Pop in and out of the field of view there.
Government still has no explanation.
All of the data we have associated with this event from some years ago.
And the sucker is zipping by. U.S. intelligence states that over 50% of the UFO witness reports from aviation employees are of the metallic orb class. Very interesting. Next, I've added a handful of sightings that struck me as similar. Oh, see, we did see this one, but I love that he's going to add similar ones. Oh. 1993, sphere instantly accelerates. Oh, did you see how... Oh, homie just vanished. Boop! Ooh! Yeah, slow it down, AFO. What are we getting? Wow. Did you see it? It did kind of leave like a little trail or something. Right there. Boop, boop. Crazy. Lined up sphere UFO. What? Where do you see that? Oh, that's crazy, dude. Wow. That's a really good shot. This is a really great shot. Where was this? We put it April 2016 sphere UFO sighted over Iraq. Sources, U.S. intelligence. This is a great capture. I think it's huge, too. I wonder if the spheres are probes like the Tic Tacs. Well, the Tic Tacs probably carry a lot. April 7, 2023, UFO descends into Colombian forest. Source, Jose Joe 9423. The fuck you mean it descends into a Colombian forest? Hello, what are you? What is that? Look at that triangular shape. Although it looked like there was a part cut off at the top in the beginning. Oh, eerie. Did it shift colors or am I tripping balls?
Wait.
Oh, it changed completely, not just color. Something happened there. Look at that sucker. It's almost diamond shaped. The angle as it drops down reminds me of the one that we've seen in Argentina dropping that flag or whatever the hell it was. Bruh. No way, what did it turn into? What did it do before it went into the trees? It did something. It did something. We've seen this before, and it's funny because Think Tank pointed out that Mick West called it a bird. Bro, what bird looks like a tube? What bird looks like that? What bird looks like a metal pipe? Get out of here. Look at that thing. Insane. Flight path motion trail. No, wait, whoa. The way it dropped. Homie, dropped down before doing that turn. I don't think we've ever seen that drop with such precision. Hold on. Whoa, whoa. We even saw its shadow come through the clouds. Bro, that's good. Oh, and it's still going. What's this? What? This is in the water. What's happening? Oh, okay. And that definitely went under the fish. It wasn't light over the water or would have reflected on the back of the fish. That was definitely underneath. Okay, USO. We got our unidentified submerged objects. Bruh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that is some crazy acceleration. UFO crash in Big Gus, Poland. I'm sorry, I can't say that right. Source Christian BWB. Oh, it crashed? Look at that sucker. Tracking done by the Gamer A Obscura. Okay, the Gamera Obscura. Ooh, BB, what is that? I didn't see no crash though. Did y'all see a crash? I didn't see no crash. It is going though. Cool. I mean, at that speed and an angle, I would assume it did crash though, to be honest. Wow. I've never seen this video ever before. This is great. April 18th or 28th, 2023, crown flash phenomena over Miami Beach. Source span. SPANN. That's weird. Did you see that kind of like light and it looks like it's moving from up there? Like someone has a flashlight up there peeping down on us. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, that's interesting. It's like it's like someone's holding a flashlight and going like this. What? Not a UFO, but some great footage of a meteorological phenomenon known as crown flash. What? What do you mean known as crown flash? I heard no shit in crown flash. You mean? Oh, what's that? You remember the other video we just watched where the thing was in the gas station and they were like, it has like multiple legs. That's what that looks like. The witness states that they suffered from complete memory loss of this occurrence. Thank God they recorded it. Wow. Interesting. Interesting that they got memory loss as well. I wonder if that's like a side effect from being too close, as the government has told us there are side effects of being too close to UFOs, or if the entity purposely did that. They added that if it wasn't for rewatching the recording, they'd never remember it happened. Wow. They're like, where'd that missing time go? It looks like it has some sort of rotation. Mysterious lights over Las Vegas Valley. What do you see? Even the news is getting cryptic now. What do you see? What do you think I see? I see what you're showing me. What is it? God, April 30th, 2023. I'm so pissed. Interestingly enough, April 30th, 2023, and the Las Vegas UFO incident where it crashed landed in the yard happened at the beginning of May. We didn't get the information until June, July because the cops decided to withhold it until they blacked out the footage from the backyard. It happened May 1st. That's interesting. Okay. I feel like them delaying when the news came out and obscuring the dates messed with the type of evidence we could get, like something like this connecting to that event. Because what the hell are these? If you're enjoying this video, please leave a like. It really helps. Oh, you know what, AFO? I will. But you guys, Same goes for you. And also check out AFO and follow them. They're going to be linked in the description below. Oh, we've seen this. We've all seen this. April 6th, 2023. This was a clear UFO caught from a plane window. Source, what the dunk? 90210. Like their social media handle. Yeah, we've all seen that sucker. We call it the slug or the snail, right? What the hell is that? This is like one of the weirdest ones for me because it's smaller than I thought, smaller than I would expect, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's the case for everyone, but it's definitely smaller than what I anticipated as a UFO. But what? I mean, is it a UFO or is it an entity? It really looks like a slug. But then with this dome piece up here, it does look like a UFO tilted forward that's about to like accelerate. And with what we've learned with Grush and other whistleblowers and other people that have been leaking information throughout the years, there does seem to be like a interdimensional component where no matter the size it looks on the outside, it's like the size of a football field inside. Look at this. What are you, little dude? What are you? Wow. And that's still one of the clearest shots we've got. And like, it's up there. It's from plane. VD April 27th, 2023, CO 1986, Triangle UFO NASA, STS 61 1986, source NASA.gov. So I'm assuming what it is that this was actually taken in 1986, but NASA didn't release the video until April 27th of 2023. Look at that gap in time from releasing the video. I wonder why. And they're always shutting off their live feeds when interesting stuff happens. So let's look at this. That's huge. That's a huge triangle. Possibly even, depending on what portions of it we can and can't see, its angle, if it's in the cloud. This kind of reminds me of the pyramids that we've been seeing over the Pentagon, the Kremlin, over China. The triangle doorway that we saw in the one video, this reminds me of that. And this is all the way in 1986. Due to the rough, ununiform edges, some have dismissed this as space debris. What are your thoughts? Space debris, because it has rough edges. This weird, perfectly cut out triangle looks like a slice of pizza. All right. What if those rough edges are technology that we don't normally see because we don't get up close to UFOs? They could have ridges and grooves and windows and shit we don't know about. I don't think it's debris. I think it's weird. It looks like a pizza slice. That's too perfect. There's too many coincidences. And then if it's debris, what the hell did it break off from? What did it break off from?
Wherever they come from, somebody is in Minot shutting off the missiles. Why?
We've had enough nuclear weapons to destroy every living thing on Earth for a long, long time. And it would not take...
And many think that this is why UFOs are coming down. They're trying to prevent us from doing all of this. Some have even said that they saw a UFO right now while Iran is shooting at Israel, but that's another story. Let's check this out.
To start a nuclear war, in my opinion. And that risk is getting worse. So I do believe that, and I think they are extraterrestrial, and this is just my opinion, that they are here to at least point to the fact that
we're being ridiculous and we need to stop.
Of annihilation.
Yes.
Suicide, if you will.
Yes. I love you. Yes. I love that we're having this conversation. Amen.
Our own civilization.
If it's just the fact that they're visiting and they're trying to tell us to watch out for nuclears, they can come forward with that. The government should come forward to let us know, to ease our minds a bit.
Oh, I thought he was saying the aliens should come forward. I'm like, we would probably shoot them. Of course they don't want to come forward. They're just going to come down and turn off the shit and be out.
However, if it's the other scenarios,
I don't think...
They just want to come forward and lie to us and tell us the entities are nice beings and they just want to warn us about nuclear.
I don't think that they're not nice. I think, and this is a difficult truth, especially for UFO enthusiasts that like aliens and want them to be real and like contact us. I don't think they will. I think it's definitely going to be something that our government does more and more. I'm certain they don't give a crap about us. I think that extraterrestrials are completely and wholly indifferent towards us. And at most, they see us the way we see an animal in a zoo or an animal we're going to conduct an experiment on. And I say this because more and more I see things like UFOs shutting down nukes, nuclear facilities, weapons of mass destruction. But they don't come down to help us when we're at war or natural disasters. They don't give a crap if we all die. They care if the Earth dies. They don't want us to mess up their resource because we are a resource for them too. We're more, I feel like, a parasite on the planet, which is horrible to say. But yeah, I don't think they're trying to kill us. I don't think they're evil, but I don't think they give a crap. Yeah.
I can't handle that truth. That we're insects to these people.
Well, that's what I think it is.
These missiles being shut down, Captain Salas described 2 flights that he's aware of. I described to you 1 flight of 10 missiles that I'm aware of. But I'm also aware of other launch officers who've described to me similar situations. This was a situation that was occurring quite often when I served in 1966 and 67. And who knows that it's not still happening out there.
Or increase. And I love that people that have served are coming out and coming forward and telling the truth. And I'm glad they don't feel ostracized or feel like they can't say anything. We need to have this conversation and we need to know what the hell's going on, good or bad. We need to know what's happening.
There's no active officers of any kind that will come out and admit that right now.
And not all of them have been shut down as far as we can tell. So if they're doing this, they're obviously not doing it uniformly. They obviously, they seem to have demonstrated superiority over our technology. That's for sure.
Well, buddy, if they're traveling through space, time, and or dimensions, yeah, I think they've shown a little bit of superiority over our technology. Just a tad bit. What? I absolutely love AFO, but this video was great. I thought we were going to see most of them, but there were quite a few that I had never even seen before. And I love the conversation at the end because it's very important that we have these conversations and join together and figure out what's going on for our safety and for the betterment of mankind, especially going forward. And if they are wholly indifferent to us, maybe we should be better as a society so they could see us as people with value. Absolutely wild sightings. And this series included videos throughout the years 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, up until last year, and even some from this year. It's happening all the time, and it's happening more frequently, and we need answers. If you made it this far, smash a like because you loved the video. I'll see you in the next one.